we're back again. First and foremost, the contacts, people. My contacts. They are just contacts. Because people, what's wrong with your eyes? They're big, they're huge. Yes, even when I don't have contacts on, I have big eyes. But if y'all are bothered by these contacts, y'all gonna be bothered by my green ones, my purple ones, my blue ones, my red ones. Like, it's just who I am. I like to wear colored contacts. Like, and it's not everybody. It's just a few comments here and there, because for the most part, I've been getting a lot of responses that touch my heart and make my heart warm. Shouts out to Scotland, by the way, because that comment really touched me. Like, at first it was like, I'm about to get at you, dog. I'm going to get at you, gang, because what you're saying. But then they respected what I said and showed love. So I really appreciate people taking the time to listen to my videos, to listen to my clips, you know, because this is my life. Like, when I'm making these videos, I'm doing it. To me, this is my way to cope. This is my healing right here. And I'm trying really hard to not go to a substance. Like, I've never done anything like crack or nothing like that. But I have moments of where I'm okay and moments of hopelessness. And I'm just tired of going in and out and in and out and in and out of that for these last several years. What I was going to say, I have full custody of my kids. I'm looking at my notes here. I told y'all I'm scatterbrained, so I have to type in like notes and stuff. I have full custody of my kids. They're not here. Thank God they're not here, because they've definitely been through this with me in the past before. They stayed with family. Me and my family were not on great terms. I don't want to get too deep into that because I'm not sure what I want to reveal. I'm one of those people, I've been very private my entire life. So this is a completely different change for me. And I'm not trying to exploit people, destroy reputations, make nobody look bad. The past is the past. As far as my family, I do kind of feel like they've changed a new leaf over the last 2 years, because they've been different in a very pleasant and healing way. But I'm still unable to live with them. Just know that my kids are safe. They're spoiled. They had a very happy holiday. My daughter, I said in a previous video, she got an iPhone 16. Like, they're doing great. They're doing amazing. All right. Right now, these videos is focused on me. I've been spending my entire life focusing on everybody else. And yes, my kids are, God is number one in my kids. But right now, we need to focus on me, because I only got 32 days left in this bitch. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with myself so I can continue to live for my kids. I apologize if y'all hear sounds from my phone. Again, I'm kind of old, kind of young. I don't know how to turn the sounds off when I'm recording. I just heard airplane mode, intuition. Weird. Okay. Well, maybe that does work. But anyway, I'm very gifted being by y'all. I'm very psychic. I'm very empathic. I'm very intuitive. So when I'm talking like that, if you don't believe in that, I'm more than respected. I done been called crazy. I done been called everything in the book. You can't hurt my feelings. You know, sometimes I talk to God out loud, and sometimes he answers. So it is what it is. So for the next 32 days, y'all, my goal is going to be to do something productive every day, which I'm one of those people. I'm always doing something productive every day, or like, I'm not as lazy as I claim to be. But today, I ain't gonna lie, bitch was lazy, because I worked Christmas, I worked the weekend, and I was motherfucking tired. I was tired. Like, even today, getting up, my legs felt heavy. And, you know, I'm walking down the stairs. I'm like, who put these stairs here? Because, you know, like, when you a kid running up the stairs, they be straight. But when you get older, you be like, man, I wish I could have an escalator or something in my house, an elevator. Or, you know, you start feeling that, especially when you get off work. But what I did today is I did rest a lot today. I put an application in for Amazon remote work, because they are hiring. And I'm determined to find remote work, y'all. It's going to be hard, and I already know, because I got it in the past. When COVID hit, jobs were almost impossible. I made it possible. And when it comes to work, you got to treat work like it's a job, like you're looking for it. Because what I did is, for 2 weeks straight, I job searched online for 24 hours. I ain't do my gaming or my anime or none of my, guilty pleasures or anything like that. All I did was that. Just eat, shower, use bathroom or whatever. I did that 2 weeks. Yeah, for 2 weeks, 24 hours a day. And that's how I landed that basic work from home job, which I'm very thankful. Well, I kind of want a work from home job that's more of substance, but since I'm in an emergency situation right now, let's just be real. I just want one of those work from home jobs where it's just like a body, because a lot of these jobs, especially when it comes to like tier 1 customer service, Amazon, let's just be straight up. These corporations know that they be offering their people a crappy deal. So, like, they be ready to hire you on the spot. They just be wanting a body. And with me, I take every job seriously, you know, whether it's something that's going to lead to a dead end or it's something that's going to constantly evolve me. So I still expect to keep my job for a long time. Like, we living in an era where you have to be careful what you do in these jobs. Like I said in my previous video, back in the day when I was working, quit a job, go to the next one. Quit a job, go to the next one. It's not that easy no more. Oh yeah, that's what I did today. And then the good news is I received the email from my boss. I think I told y'all that I emailed her asking her for more hours, because the last 3 months I've only been working 4 days out of the month, and she granted me that. Like, I can't, what did she say? I'm not finna go into detail about the hours that I'm gonna be working, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of person I'm talking to right now, but just know that I got granted more hours, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully I'll be able to make enough money in time to be able to stay in this area. Okay, I knew we was gonna hit this topic. Of course we would. We talking about homeless Ray Ray. Why is she not in a homeless shelter? You know what I'm saying? Like, if only life was so simple and perfect, you know? I have mixed feelings when it comes to homeless shelters. Like I said, this isn't to exploit or make any particular thing or organization or whatever look bad. So, I mean, it might sound bad, but like, that's just my experience. As far as a homeless shelter, whoever said that comment, I really felt like they said that from the heart, and I appreciate it so much. Like, you were very genuine when you said that. I could feel the genuinity, isn't that how you say the word? But yeah, every homeless shelter is different, and when it comes to them, because they was like, I hope you know, they were saying, you know, reach out to the homeless shelter, and then by the new year, you know, me and my kids, like I said before, my kids are not currently with me, thank God, you know, not suffering and seeing me suffering in this situation. So anybody that's been homeless with children, I'm not saying that I don't want to be with my kids. Like, come on, y'all know I'm not saying that. But the homeless shelter that I was in, it was in Sarasota, and it took a long time to get in there. It took maybe like a month, because I would call every single day. Nobody would come to the phone, and when they come to the phone, they'd be like, pull up, come through. As soon as I hang up, we go pull up through. I'm sorry, we're closed. What? You know what I'm saying? And this was right before COVID was gonna start. Yeah, right before COVID was starting. And the only reason we got in is through luck. You know, do you want to get your life together? Do you want to work? And like, homeless shelters are like that to a degree, but to a degree they're not. But we got through luckily. We were driving by one day, that shelter, and it happened to be open. Well, it's very difficult to get a hold of them, number one. And when I think of homeless shelters, I like to think of general population in jail. Ray, have you been to jail? No, I have not. But I done had boyfriends, I done had girlfriends, I done had people from different walks of life tell me what it's like to be in jail. I done seen documentaries. I'm very curious about the unknown, and from what I've seen with my own 2 eyes versus what I witnessed myself, it's like being in general population in jail. When they allowed, first of all, we had our own room, which was a blessing, by the way. But the only reason we had our own room, I had my kids with me and I had my baby daddy with me. We had to be up and out of the building at 6 a.m. and we had to be back in the building by 6 p.m. Food was disgusting. It was nasty. Like, you know, I can't be begging and choosy. You know, I wasn't one to complain, but it was trash. They didn't have no showers. Like, we had our own room. We had our own, like, there's like bunk beds or whatever. We had a bathroom, but they have no shower in it, and there's no locked doors in a shelter. So like none of the doors is locked. So I was kind of sleeping with one eye open because I got precious cargo in the bed. But like when you in a shelter, anybody that know, you got to be prepared for anything, unfortunately, because you're surrounded by all kinds of people in different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? Good people, bad people. I'm saying quotation because, you know, it all depends on your standards of what you think a good person is or a bad person. But every day there, it got worse and worse and worse. To the point where I was just ready to GTFO. I was already tripping because number one, they had lots of bed bugs. Thank God none of them got to my kids, because my kids was in the top bunk and we were at the bottom bunk. But once I peeped that, we was finna check out there real soon, real quick anyway. You could sleep at this shelter for free for 10 days. After 10 days, you had to pay $10 a day. I don't think they heard me. Okay, at this shelter, you could sleep for free. After 10 days, you have to pay $10 a day. The reason I'm saying that is because I think there's some people out here that think shelters is free. All shelters is not free, and they come with a price. And to me, it's either money or more of your freedom. That particular time is money. So imagine going to a shelter, you ain't got no car, you ain't got no job, you only got 10 days. If you can't find daily labor, or you don't got money on you already, no resources, no means, no family, no friends, you already cooked before you even walk through the motherfucking door, man. Like, I was like, oh my God, you know? And we were blessed. We could have actually we have the means. I think that was around the time where Uber Eats and we had a car, and my baby daddy was working daily labor. But when I heard that hurt me so bad, because I'm like, dang, that's why, like, I truly understand now why there's so many homeless people roaming the earth, because, man, like, shelters don't be sheltering. But anyways, when we got to, after across from the shelter where we were at, across the street, they had this, didn't I say across 2 times? From across the street from the shelter, they had a place called One Stop, and then right down the road, they had this church that we discovered, and they give you breakfast. The breakfast was the bomb. Like, it was way better than what they served at the shelter. So we would get up in the morning and just go straight to there and load up on food. But like, that food, let me stop talking about food because I'm a foodie. I'm starting to get hungry. But yeah, across the street, they had a place called One Stop. It's an organization that helps for low-income homeless people. Had a bunch of showers over there. And me personally, I ain't take me or my kids there to shower. Like, I've had friends and stuff that was helping us, and family members when they could along the way. But literally, you have to wait in a long line to shower for hours, you know. And this organization actually helped us. They helped us. And that is how we got out of the shelter. We were only in the shelter for like a week and some change. And like, I don't know how we got help so fast, and I more than appreciate it. They gave us a spot. It was, we got in this program, and it was what $500 a month we had to pay. We got a 2-bedroom. We hopped in our car. We followed this lady to this street, and like, the street was horrible, by the way. It was the heart of the hood, which I didn't care at the time. I just wanted a roof for me and my babies or whatever. It sounded good, right? It wasn't. When we got through the door, this place still give me nightmares. Like, it's one of the worst places I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. It had been a fire in there. Like, the roof was just completely black. The floor, there was no tile, there was no carpet. It was just cement on the floor, and it had like plants and stuff coming out of it, mold everywhere. All the windows in the house was broken. The refrigerator was half open, had gangrene on it. The freezer, like, because it was a white fridge, the top of the freezer was just covered in black soot or whatever. The stove was not stoving. Like, the doors wasn't dooring, the doors was ajar. Like, anything that you could think of that's wrong with a house is what was wrong with this house. And like, before we walked through the door, me and my baby daddy hugged, because we were finally excited. We got a place where I decided on that. No, that place was unlivable. I couldn't even believe they gave that to humans. You know what I'm saying? Pets don't even deserve to live in that. I done seen animal cages that look way better than that. So I can't describe to y'all how bad that place was, that we couldn't take it. So it was just, it hurts me to my core because they helped me so fast. And like, I knew something was off because when we got out the car, the lady, she walked up, unlocked the door, and then like just like kind of ran off and got in her car. And I'm like, why is she acting funny like that? I thought she was gonna, you know, kind of do like a realtor type of thing, you know, show us around. She didn't even want to come in the house. When I walk, bruh, I just don't understand why they offer places to humans like that. But we ended up not getting that place. And luckily we had enough money we were just like hotel hopping, motel hopping, through St. Pete, through Clearwater. We did that for some months because I was not finna be at no shelter. With bed bugs, and then it was getting worse by the day because the men there, like, let's just say they was coming at me and my children, and oh hell no, over my dead body. So yeah, we decided to take the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn route. And if I could rewind time, I'd do it all over again, because I'm not even going into detail of every single thing that happened, because for the sake of YouTube, I don't want to get any trouble or anything like that. Maybe at some point I'll do more videos that reveal more detail about how homeless shelters are. Just know it's not safe. If you ever decide to go for one, make sure you have some type of protection on you, taser. Like, it's like that. Like, I wouldn't even go in there with makeup and all dressed up and all of that. If you attractive, because you know if you attractive or not. But like going in there too attractive, it's like, you could probably go in there ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to sound crazy, but like, I would rather sleep on a beach than go to the homeless shelter. Why? Because the beach over here is stretched for miles. The beaches over here are huge as hell. And I'd rather go find me a little spot laying there, having to sleep with my one eye open, than going and sleeping in the shelter with one eye open, and I'm in close quarters with questionable characters. And, you know, they're saying inappropriate things to me, and saying inappropriate things to me in front of my children, and saying appropriate things to my children in front of me. Like, I just had to get out of that, because my suggestions that I'm saying, I'm starting to stutter because I'm starting to relive some of this crap. I'm sorry, y'all, but take some of this stuff that I'm saying like a grain of salt. It's just my opinion. If you want to go, all I'm just saying is just be safe, watch your back, and don't trust nobody when you get in there. Nobody. Okay, as far as my plans for tomorrow, because I am going to do a little, going to run some errands a little bit. I get up in the morning. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and I think tomorrow is the last day you can open a Chase account and get $300. Now, what you do is you go to Chase Bank. You gotta have, you gotta have your ID, proof of address. I don't think they need to verify your income or whatever. But I'm saying this to say that once you open an account and you deposit $500 within 90 days, they're going to give you $300. So I've been trying to do this for like the last month and a half, but it's been crazy stuff that's been messing with my money, messing with my time. Tomorrow is the last day. I don't know if I'm going to get approved, but I'm a no risk, no reward type of person. I could just sit here and wonder and wonder and wonder. And I'm one of those people, I refuse to live, being with regrets on my deathbed. So it's a risk, because I'm going to be paying an Uber back and forth and stuff like that. But I'll let y'all know if I got the reward. You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all know that tomorrow when I get back in. So, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to take it one day at a time, because I'm also picking up more work as well. The rest of the night, I'm just going to be chilling. It's this anime that started with it. What's it? G? I can't pronounce Japanese words, but I love anime. What's the name? Wudok or whatever. I'm going to be watching that. I'm going to be gaming a little bit, because that's my piece too as well. Y'all been gaming since I was a kid. It done kept me out of so much trouble that I could have possibly been in when it comes to these streets. So, till my next video. Love y'all. Bye.